and welcome back to another week in new genre books. My name is Amelia, and from Locus magazine, I'm going to tell you all about the new science fiction, fantasy, and horror books being published the week of July 16th, 2024. New fiction this week from Deborah Harkness, Stephen Graham Jones, Lev Grossman, and Dean Koontz. Detectives are busy chasing down a teenage slasher, infiltrating galactic ships, and returning as adult investigators to the secret fantasy realms they explored as children. First up, science fiction, we have 5 titles. From Michael Flynn, we have In the Belly of the Whale, out from Kasich, SF and Fantasy, and trade paperback and ebook. This is a science fiction novel. Inside an enormous generation ship, Earth's brightest minds have forged a strict regime to ensure survival of the human race. The unintentionally oppressive rules form uniquely distinct societies as the years pass, until differences in ideology, class, and cultural identity stir up a rebellion. From Nadine Brandis, we have The Nightmare Virus, out from Enclave Escape in hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a young adult dystopian science fiction novel. Dream technology goes wrong, and the nightmare virus traps people in a universal dreamscape. Kane Cross may hold the key to a cure, but when he gets infected, he has only 22 days until he's trapped forever. And every time he falls asleep, he must fight in the nightmare arena. From Marko Kloos, we have Descent, out from 47 North in trade paperback, ebook, and audio. This is a space opera / military science fiction novel, the 4th in the Palladium Wars series. POW Aiden Jansen is recruited by the Alliance to return to Grisha as an undercover Blackguard operative and destroy an insurgency. The mission comes with a full pardon and a chance to reclaim his identity, if he can succeed and survive. From Sarah La Riviere, we have Riot Act, out from Knopf in hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a young adult alternate history science fiction novel, the first in the Riot Act duology. In an alternate 1991, the authoritarian US government censors which books can be read, what music can be listened to, and which plays can be performed. When her best friend is killed by the authorities and her theater teacher disappears without a trace, Gigi decides to organize a forbidden production of Henry VI. From Aaron LaRosa, we have The Backtrack, out from Canary Street in trade paperback, ebook, and audio. This is a time travel romance novel. An old CD of favorite songs gives a woman a chance to visit a different alternate life for the duration of each song. Next up, horror, we have 5 titles. And before I tell you, please like this video for me. It's a gentle way you can tell us you see us. And who doesn't want to be seen at least a little bit? From Stephen Graham Jones, we have I Was a Teenage Slasher, out from Saga Press in hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a supernatural thriller / horror novel set in 1989 La Mesa, Texas, a small town in West Texas driven by oil and cotton. 17-year-old Tolly Driver is cursed to kill for revenge and writes his own autobiography. From Leon Kemp, we have Trespass Against Us, out from Harper Teen in hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a young adult haunted house horror novel. 2 years after 4 friends lost one of their friend group in an abandoned religious reform school, a famous TV ghost hunter is determined to find out what happened to the missing boy and drags one of the original 4 back into the horror. The religious reform school is a nice setting for a horror book. Do you think abandoned buildings miss having people in them? Is that why they're kind of creepy? I mean, this one was a religious reform school, so some stuff went down there. That's gotta leave an echo. From Dean Koontz, we have The Forest of Lost Souls, out from Thomas and Mercer in hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a thriller / horror novel. Vida was raised in the forest by her great uncle and has an almost preternatural affinity for nature, especially wolves. After her boyfriend is killed in mysterious circumstances, a group of powerful men come after Vida, wanting to make her disappear. From David Sims, we have Pierce the Veil, out from Macabre Inc. in trade paperback and ebook. This is a thriller / horror novel. Derek Boone dies in an accident, then is revived and left in a coma for months. He wakes with flashbacks that make him the target of a near-death cult and religious organizations. Flashbacks presumably of what happened on the other side. We're all going there someday, so it makes sense that we want to know what the vibe will be like there. Like, is the dress code business casual, or can I wear shorts? From Mark Morris, we have That Which Stands Outside, out from Flame Tree Press in trade paperback, hardcover, and ebook. This is a horror novel inspired by Nordic folklore. In London, Todd Kingston rescues Ursa Helgerson from muggers, and their friendship turns to romance. Aww. Years later, Todd accompanies Ursa back to her isolated Nordic island home, where the locals believe Ursa is a mythic Jotnar. And they may be right. Next up fantasy, we have 11 titles to talk about. From the lovely Lev Grossman, we have The Bright Sword, out from Viking in hardcover ebook and audio. This is an Arthurian fantasy novel. A gifted young knight named Colum arrives at Camelot only to find that the king died 2 weeks ago at the Battle of Camlan, leaving no heir. Only a handful of the oddballs of the Round Table survive. Together, this ragtag fellowship will set out to rebuild Camelot in a world that has lost its balance. I mean, if anyone's gonna rebuild the world, a small ragtag group of people who really want to do it is probably our best bet. From Alisa Alering, we have Smothermoss, out from Tin House in trade paperback, ebook, and audio. This is a dark fantasy / rural gothic / fairy tale novel. 2 sisters in 1980s rural Appalachia are drawn into the hunt for the murder of 2 female hikers on a nearby trail as darkness seems to take over their home and community. From Minsoo Kang, we have debut novel The Melancholy of Untold History, out from Marko in hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a fantasy novel inspired by East Asian mythology. We have a history professor and his protege, 4 mountain gods, and a gifted storyteller. 4 interweaving stories span 3,000 years, mixing the East Asian mythos with a postmodern approach. From R.B. Lemberg, we have Yoke of Stars, out from Tachyon Publications in trade paperback and ebook. This is a fantasy novella in the Birdverse series. An apprentice assassin and an inquisitive linguist trade interwoven tales in order to decide the fate of 3 men. From Mary McMine, we have A Rose by Any Other Name, out from Orbit in trade paperback, ebook, and audio. This is a queer fantasy novel as told by the mysterious Dark Lady of Shakespeare's sonnets. Rose Rush and her best friend Cecily work in London selling charms and astrological advice. There, she runs into Shakespeare and his noble friend Henry. From Jared Pachacek, we have debut novel The West Passage, out from Tor.com in hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a fantasy novel illustrated by the author. Apprentice Pell steals a book from a dead woman, triggering a sudden, endless winter. The dead woman's unofficial successor tries to warn of a monster's return. From Deborah Harkness, we have The Blackbird Oracle, out from Valentine in hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a paranormal romance novel, the 6th novel in the All Souls series. Diana and Matthew receive a formal demand from the congregation. They must test the magic of their 7-year-old twins, Pip and Rebecca. Concerned with their safety and desperate to avoid the same fate that led her parents to spellbind her, Diana decides to forge a different path for her family's future. From Meg Schaefer, we have The Lost Story, out from Valentine in hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a fantasy novel inspired by C.S. Lewis's The Chronicles of Narnia. A missing persons investigator gets a case that involves the fantasy world he and a friend disappeared to as children. They set out to save that land by restoring its lost princess of Shenandoah, his unwitting client. From Prashanth Srivatsa, we have debut novel The Spice Gate, out from Harper Voyager US in hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is an Indian-inspired fantasy novel. Magic gates connect 8 widely separated kingdoms. Only those born with a special mark can pass through, and so are doomed to a life of servitude carrying addictive spices for the rich. One spice carrier's hopes for freedom become entangled in schemes of gods, assassins, rulers, and slaves. From Julia V. and Ken Babel, we have Blood Jade, out from Tor in hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a modern Asian fantasy novel, the 2nd in the Phoenix Horde trilogy, begun in Ebony Gate. Emiko Song, newly minted Sentinel of San Francisco, is called to investigate a murder. The killer's scent signature bears a haunting similarity to her mother's talent, and the trail leads back to Tokyo, where dark family secrets come to light. From Jennifer Yu, we have Grief in the 4th Dimension, out from Amulet in hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a young adult fantasy novel about 2 dead teens finding themselves roommates in the afterlife. They watch their loved ones' lives on Earth and influence events through radio signals, psychic mediums, and other means. Finally, in anthologies and collections, we have 4 titles. From Mike Allen, we have Slow Burn, out from Mythic Delirium Books in trade paperback and ebook. This is a collection of short body horror fiction, 3rd in the Unseeming series. Contains 14 horror stories and 13 macabre poems, illustrated by Paula Arwin Owen. From Terry J. Benton-Walker, we have The White Guy Dies First, out from Torteen in hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a young adult anthology of 13 horror stories in which the white guy dies first. Authors include Adiba Jai Gurdar, Alexis Henderson, Chloe Gong, Farida Abike Imida, H.E. Edgemon, Kaylin Barron, Karen Strong, Kendara Blake, Lamar Giles, Mark Oshiro, Nassim Jamnia, Tiffany D. Jackson, and Terry J. Benton-Walker. From Elad Haber, we have debut collection The World Outside, out from Underland Press in trade paperback and ebook. This is a collection of 21 stories, 3 new, from over 20 years of writing. From Donna Scott, we have Best of British Science Fiction 2023, out from Newcon Press UK in trade paperback. This is a year's best anthology with 20 stories from 2023. Authors include Alistair Reynolds, Stephen Baxter, Adrian Tchaikovsky, Lavi Tidhar, Jane Fenn, Ian Watson, Chris Beckett, Fiona Moore, Anna Sun, Tim Major, and Rhiannon Grist. That wraps up this week. Thanks for spending some time with us. At Locus, we set out to tell you all we know about the science fiction fantasy horror publishing space. We are at Locus Mag or at Locus Magazine on most platforms. You can read more about the science fiction, fantasy, and horror field over at www.locusmag.com or help us out by donating to our Patreon. We are a 501c3 nonprofit. Come back and see us again soon, and we'll be here next week with more new books.